2007 on an '07 Mazda RX8. Before we get too far into it, I will point out this one does have an engine management light on. We've driven it on and off the trailer and driven it in at the yard. It does seem to drive all right, but it does have that engine management light on, so we will point that out straight away. Right, we'll start with the bodywork. If we start on this driver's side, you can look down this side. It's lovely and straight. It's not full of ripples or dents. A little bit of lack of peel on the front wing just here, presumably caused by a stone chip that's caused that to flake off. And there's a tiny bubble just starting there on the arch. The rest of the arch all the way around is nice and clean. It's got this nice set of BK Racing split rim alloy wheels on it. No real other marks to note on that front driver's wing. Nothing in the way of stone chips or anything coming up the A-pillar. Clean and tidy on the glass. There's no delamination or anything like that. Up onto the roof, there's a couple of bird poo marks here and there, and there is a little spider in the paint just there, usually getting caused from a stone chip. And there is another one just there as well. Could do with a good polish as well. There's a couple of swirls and stuff in the roof. Coming down this side, got a little scratch just there, and another stone chip just there, and another one there. Other than that, driver's door, nice and tidy. Rear door, we've got a tiny little ding just there. You can just see it in the light. And then at the rear quarter, we've got some scratch in there. It's almost like it's had a bit of a brush with a hedge. It's not dented or damaged, it's just scratched across the paint. Arch itself is pretty good all the way around. Have another look down this side from this angle as well. And then round out the back, tail lights are both crack free and nice and bright. No real marks where things have been lifted in and out of the boot. Bumper itself is all nice and tidy. It has got quite large exhaust tips, so I'm imagining they're not standard. Somebody might be able to correct me, I might be wrong. A couple of little blebs just under the brake light there. Top of the boot lid is all good, and around the spoilers nice and neat. Rear screen is clean and tidy. Round on the passenger side, and again nice and straight down this side. It has the same set of scratches on this side. It's almost like it's maybe tried to squeeze through a gap it was probably too big for. A couple of little chips across the top of the fuel filler cap, and another light scratch just there on the door, and another one there on the pillar. Looks like that's happened at the same time. All good on the rear door. A little bit of a scratch just there, and a chip where something's been open on the door there. Rest of the door is all good. Tidy coming up the A-pillar. Got another spider in the paint just there, and that's the one we showed you before. All good on the leading edge and down that A-pillar. And then round onto the front wing. It's a little chip that's caused some peel in the lacquer just there. A little bit of a scratch across the top, and another light scratch just there. Round out the front, headlamps are clear and bright. Driver's one could maybe do with a little bit of a polish. There's one or two stone chips on the bonnet. The nose cone itself is nice and tidy. Onto the interior, black leather interior in this one. All nice and tidy on the driver's door. Bose audio in this one as well. It's nice to see an RX8 seat in an RX8. They're in just about every other classic, so it's always nice to see them in their original habitat. A little bit of patina on the bolster, but other than that, lovely and neat. It's all nice and firm. It's not overly shiny from use or anything like that. A little bit of wear on the steering wheel, nothing major. Centre console, that's all nice and clean and tidy. These are heated, these front seats as well. If we go on the dash there, 60,214 miles. Again, we'll fire that up in a second. We'll pop the boot on the release and the bonnet while we're there. And then into the back here, all nice and neat on the rear bench, or rear seat, sorry. Backs of the seats are good, they're not overly worn. And the rear door card is all good as well. Headlining's nice and clean all the way around. All the aluminium trim is good. It's normally quite scratched and horrible by now as well. Into the boot, we've got a few bits and bobs. So we've got the toolkit and the jack down here. Spare wing mirror, battery covers there, which you'll notice is off in the bonnet. It hasn't gone flat or anything where it's been with us. But that is in the boot, so it's not missing, it is in the boot. And then front left, nice and neat on the door card again. Seats on this side are lovely and tidy. They've seen very little wear whatsoever. Same in the back, all good in there. Backs of the seats are nice, and this side of the dash is all good as well. Carpet set, black carpet set's nice and dark. There's no funny smells in there, no sign of any trap moisture or damp or cigarettes or dogs or anything like that at all. And then under here, so that battery cover is in the boot. It's just the plastic case that goes over the top, and there is an engine management light on. We'll get it fired up. little bit slow to start there, but like I say, it does rev quite happily. It is stone cold, so I'm not going to rev it too high. Oil pressure right where it should be, but like I say, there is an engine management light on. If we go around the back, it's not throwing any oil or smoke or anything out the back there, and it does idle away quite happily. So there you have it, 2007 on an 07 Mazda RX8. If you've got any more questions, please get in touch. Thank you.